So I'm here with Chris Harrington from Project Engineering, and we're actually just going to talk today about his recent success. If you've been watching the ChargeNet stations come online, you may have seen that in the latest round of EECA funding, there was a charger announced for Arthurs Pass, and that's something that everyone in Christchurch and probably the West Coast as well has been eagerly looking forward to. So you're the man behind the charger.
That's right.
Yep, and you also build tiny houses, and you've got a bit of a bit of experience with EVs, and you sort of very nicely bring along a charger for us, which is going to make a massive difference to be able to get between the Christchurch and West Coast. Mm-hmm. So yeah, we're just going to sit down and have a bit of a chat about how we sort of got there, and a bit about you, because one of the first things I remember when people were looking at the latest round of EECA funding, and it was like Charger, Arthurs Pass, Chris Harrington, and I was like, who the hell is Chris Harrington, and how do we thank him? So maybe just tell us how you got to putting a charger in. Like that seems like a good place to start.
Yeah, well, I've been thinking about this for probably 5 or 6 years, thinking this looks like a good strategic location. I've had this property there since 2011. Been thinking about it since just after that, and then as the momentum's kind of been growing with the EV community, I've got more and more serious about it, and then I got an electrician to come along and have a look at what was involved and whether the existing switchboard and etc. were going to be suitable, and then he's the one that put me onto the EECA funding.
Right, cool.
And it's just kind of gone from there. It's, I suppose the motive is largely to support the movement.
Yes.
Obviously, I'm hoping there's a business case in there, but
did you get to the point where you're sort of like, why isn't there a charger already here? Like,
it does seem a little bit strange.
Yeah.
That 260 kilometres Christchurch to the West Coast, there's nothing, and it is a busy enough road to justify putting one in. And like I say, I already had this piece of land that lent itself well to it, so now we're all go.
Awesome. So I guess how much is the charger sort of costing to sort of put in? Like, what's the
charger itself or the whole project?
The whole project, I guess, because I know I've seen the EECA funding, but I can't remember the sum at the moment.
So the whole project's costing about 180,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
It's up there. Yeah. It's not just a case of installing a charger connected to an existing transformer.
Yes.
There is a transformer upgrade. NZTA did not approve the existing access onto my property, so we're having to make a new property access, which to meet their requirements obviously has to be suitably painted and sealed.
Yes.
It's a big upgrade.
Right. Yeah. How far is the charger going to be from the road?
In a straight line, just a few metres.
Right. Okay. So you pretty much just pull off the side of the 73 and you're good to go.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It is on the side of the highway.
Yeah.
So there'll be signage on the highway directing people where to go. Yeah.
And what has sort of the response been from EECA? I mean, obviously it's been accepted, so that's that's definitely the positive response. But have you had any other sort of anyone else reaching out to you, or sort of much beyond that?
EECA have been supportive.
Yep.
Obviously, they've expressed their concern being on the smallest operator that they've given funding to.
Yep.
So they really want to ensure that the project's going to be a success.
Yep. And probably long term as well.
Absolutely. Yep. And I want the project to be a success, of course.
Yes.
So, so now that it's all signed up, then I'm dedicated to it pretty much full time to make sure that it all works.
Awesome. And obviously the existing player in the space has been ChargeNet. Did you try reaching out to them to sort of see if you could, oil all the
Initially, I got in touch with ChargeNet 5 years ago, and said, I've got this piece of land. I think it would lend itself well. They did respond briefly and said that's nice. We'll look into it. And I continued getting in touch with ChargeNet over the following years, and didn't hear from them. And then within half an hour of the government announcement that I was a successful applicant,
Yep.
ChargeNet were on the phone to me saying, could we strike a deal?
Yeah.
And we have been communicating and decided that that's not the most suitable site for them. So
Interesting. All right.
Yep.
What are your thoughts for managing payments?
I think that the payment system, and this is still early days,
Yeah.
is probably going to be a flat fee to enter the property,
Yep.
and then use the charger
Right.
as you see fit.
Right.
Yep.
Cool. So sort of, regardless of the size of your battery, you sort of, whatever the time, you're sort of just rocking it up, filling up, or whatever.
Yeah, I need to look into the legal implications of being an electricity retailer.
Right. Because is that what it's deemed as for having a charger?
Potentially, if
God.
I'm charging people
Yeah.
for electricity.
Right,
it
as
could
opposed
be
to
a
just
use
you're
of
charging
electricity
people entry to your property, then it's different sort of. Right, that makes sense.
Yeah. I'm still in the process of working
Yes,
this out.
yeah, don't worry, we won't hold you to anything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah, no, that's pretty big. So, I mean, I guess for people out there that are in your situation where, they've got a bit of land, they're on a sort of vital route where there's not enough charging infrastructure, what do you think sort of the key steps would be in terms of trying to, get a charger happening or applying for EECA funding?
Well, I think the first step is to see if you've got an electricity supply that's beginning soon.
Yeah, so you reached out to the power company?
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and fortunately in Otria there are heavy power lines, there's a surplus, and so that's not a problem. And then in terms of the EECA funding, it's just a long-winded application process. That's all there is to it.
Right. Did they, when you applied for the EECA funding, did they ask for a business plan or sort of
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah.
So you have to, it's basically a business that you're structuring, it's just around this sort of thing that I guess people don't really think about.
Yeah, it's not, I'm a sort of a practical guy and I look at these things from a practical perspective, but EECA are really good at getting you to think about, the bigger picture of the business plan. So, I'm looking at marketing plans and, financial viability.
Yeah.
Marketing's a big one for them because they are obviously in the business of supporting the EV movement.
Yeah.
And so everyone that they're funding, they want to be promoting it as much as possible.
Yes. Yeah.
To try and make it a success, they've got their targets for electric vehicles. So marketing's a part of it.
Are you worried about anyone else coming along and sort of setting up a charger along that route and sort of?
Yep. I understand that that's probably going to happen at some point in time.
Yeah.
And whether you call that a risk or not, it's hard to say.
Yeah.
People might prefer to drive the highway knowing that they've got options.
Yes. I mean, the thing is that at this stage of the rollout, you look forward to 5 years, or maybe even 20 years when the EV fleet is 25% of the national fleet. At the moment, we've got the situation where you only need one charger in each location, but if you have 5 or 6 cars in stock, every couple of hours, that's the percentage of EVs on the road, then you are going to need multiple EV chargers. So
I think once we reach critical mass that someone's willing to put one in within a few kilometres, and that's probably a good thing.
Yeah.
We've got a lot of EVs. So we'll see how that plays out.
So have you looked at anything in terms of what sort of cars can get to your charger in terms of the range available? So the nearest charger is probably it's pretty much 50-50 between Rolleston and Belfast on the Christchurch end, and then Hokitika or Greymouth on the West Coast end. So I mean that's a pretty easy journey from Hokitika or Greymouth to your charger. What about coming the other way? What sort of?
Yeah, I'd love to see a fast charger, inland Canterbury, Springfield.
Well, there is one that's been planned at Darfield for the last 5 years.
So I've seen, if that goes ahead, that would really kind of stitch up the highway, with 100 kilometres between charges, and that'd be a huge bonus.
Because what's the distance between, say, Christchurch and where you are?
About 160, 150.
Yeah, right. So we really do need that other fast charger in here if you want to do it.
You do. Yeah. I mean, obviously with the newer cars now, they will do that. That's okay.
But your poor old EVs, which I'm a member of,
and there's going to be a lot of those on the road. In the coming years, and so a fast charger in Darfield. Anyone listening to this? Invest.
We do have the EV City sponsored slow charger there now. So I mean that's I think don't quote me on the electricity side of things because I'm a complete novice when it comes to that. But it's 16 amps or above. You know, it'll charge ion to ionic at about 20 kilometers per hour. Charge a leaf at about 15 k's per hour.
Okay.
So that, you know, if you're sort of like, okay, I want to go to the West Coast, you can stop there, charge up for, you know, say 2 hours to make back what you used to get there,
Sure.
and then set off with 100% charge. But I still think you're probably going to be falling a little bit short to get to your charger. So
Well, if you can get to Arthurs Pass, it's all downhill.
Oh, that is true. Oh well, look, I think I'm going to have to mission it. I think I'm going to have to like take my Gen 2 24 kilowatt, mission it over, and just give you a call if I get stuck. Once it's started. You can come out and show me your charger.
Yeah, anyone keen.
Hey, it could be a good business plan, you know, like, you know, hey, we'll, you know, this is the fee for us to come and get you if you get stuck on your way.
Good suggestion. Yeah.
Tell us a bit about your like involvement in EVs. Like, when did you first get interested in EVs? When did you first drive one?
I've got friends with EVs that have been very, very passionate in quoting for 4 or 5 years perhaps. And I've always thought it's a great idea. Unfortunately, you know, living out in a remote place like I do, it hasn't really been possible to own an EV. You know, just purely practical reasons. I have plug-in hybrid. But yeah, I think for me, it probably started when I just looked at my bank statement. It was just Shell, BP, Mobil, all the highway travelling that I do. I think this is just a bloody awful way to spend your money, and how can we change this? So I am looking forward to getting another EV once I can get a longer range one. But for the time being, to support the industry, I think this is the best thing that I can do.
Cool. Awesome. All right, well, we'll end there. Thank you very much, Chris. Really appreciate your time.
Thank you.
And when's the charger going to be online? That's the magic question.
Well, it has to be online before February.
Okay, so in the next year sometime.
Yes.
Alright, so in the next year sometime, check out Arthurs Pass Charger. Awesome. Thanks a lot,
Thank you
Chris.
very much.